my first day, throw myself new blood. We got people like that amazing Roy Anthony, Stephen, and Texius and Darian. Welcome to the chaos, now let us begin.
Last time on Icon's Universe Beta, our party had just completed their entrance exams and were told by the professor, no hero Icon Oni, to follow her on a tour of the campus. Visiting many locations, such as the courtyard, music hall, Washington Park, the sports district, and especially the boardwalk, our new class of freshmen had plenty of time to get to know one another and socialize. It was good, very good. Finishing up their tour, our party settles in their new dorms and they awake to the first day of class. So, that's what happened last time, and now we're here. I would like to start by saying you're all waking up. Or some of you are sleeping in, depending on your characters, whatever. Point is, it's the morning and it's the first day of class. Now, I'm going to go in order and I'm going to ask everyone what their morning routine is, how you wake up, what you do, and if you want to interact with any NPCs. Mr. Adam Price.
Yes.
I would like you to describe to me what your morning routine is and if you even wake up.
Okay, so
Do you wake up?
I do wake up.
Do you wake up on time?
5 minutes late.
Okay, that's fine. That's okay.
So
describe to me. What do you do?
first of all, is Rikito asleep?
I will actually roll d20. 10 or lower, he's asleep. All right, he's asleep.
So I'm gonna start yelling. I'll be like, "Hi, Rikito!" Start pushing him. Wake up, man.
No, mamito. 5 more minutes. He rolls over.
It's the first day of class. Come on, man. We gotta get ready. We gotta prepare.
Holy shit, it's the first day of class.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, crap. He just kind of throws over the covers.
You want anything to eat?
Do we even have anything in the fridge?
I'll go check. Do we
All right.
have anything?
Well, let me ask you. There are a few small stores on the island where you can buy some groceries. So I'm going to give you 3 options. 1, you have nothing. 2, you went to the store before and you picked up just a few small grocery items. Or 3, you had some leftovers from, where did you go to? The Greater Eggs?
Yeah, Greater Eggs.
So those can be your 3 options.
I'm gonna say we have nothing.
Okay, you have absolutely nothing. You open it up, the light shines bright, like maybe you have something, and then a fly just kind of flutters out. It's very happy to be alive. It was death. You saved a life. You're a hero to that fly.
One step closer to the dream.
Cue All Might theme song.
Well, this isn't good.
Rikito just kind of comes out just straight up in his boxers and just brushing his teeth. He's like, "We got anything?"
I close the door. I'm like, not a thing. I'm gonna go out for a jog. I'll be back.
Okay. So, are you just gonna throw on like a quick windbreaker or anything, or just gonna kind of go out in your pajamas or casual clothes? Like, what do you do?
I'm just gonna put my casual clothes on and go out to jog to the store.
Okay, that's what you're gonna do, and so basically after that certain amount of time, is there anything else Adam Price would do to get ready?
Brush his teeth, comb his hair, whatever.
Yep. And then after all that, would you put on your school uniform?
Yeah.
Okay. Rikito will most likely do the same. Brush his teeth, pretty himself up, all that good stuff. You do have a shower in your dorm. Every dorm room has a small single stall shower. No taking showers together. And that's about it. So we'll say that time goes accordingly. And we're going to move on to Mr. Anthony Howell, and his dorm mate Craig Owens. So, Anthony, I'm going to ask you first. What is his routine? I have never related so much more. Yeah, TJ, it's a rich ass school. Everyone has their own shower. Go on.
I'm not gonna lie, Anthony's probably still asleep.
That's fine, honestly. I expected that.
Yeah.
So you're like sleeping in, like, if nobody else wakes you up, how long do you expect you would sleep in?
Let's see, since I mostly do all my activities in the night, I'm gonna say, hold on, what time did I wake up today? 11:06.
Okay, so that is the time you would wake up if no one does. So, Mr. Craig Owens, I would like to turn to you and ask, what is your routine?
Well, I believe what Craig would do is just sort of get up and do like just a very normal routine.
Sure.
You know, typical student waking up routine.
Yeah.
Upon finding out that his rambunctious dorm mate is not awake, I don't think he would make plans to change that. I think he's just going to enjoy the peace, quiet, and solitude he gets with his morning routine.
Fair enough. So you're just gonna let him sleep in?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
His fault.
Yeah. Sure. You put on your school outfit, I presume?
Mm-hmm.
All right. With all that, are you just gonna straight up leave the dorm room?
Yeah.
And just make your way to class?
If he doesn't wake up by the time I'm done getting ready, I'm just gonna leave.
All right, Anthony. Do you think you're gonna be waking up by that point? Because I feel like everything's...
Depends how loud is he gonna slam the door.
Craig Owens.
He slams it.
Oh, okay. So
that wakes me up, and then I start cursing his name out.
Craig!
God damn it, waking me up.
He's just fuming with rage.
Anthony, you've slept in about a good 45 to 55 minutes. Almost an hour.
I'll take it.
All right. So, what's your morning routine? Do you even like freshen yourself up, or do you just slap on your school uniform?
Oh crap! I forgot we have those.
Yep, it's on your bed. It's folded because the teachers folded it. It will probably not look that way after today. I don't imagine.
Anthony's gonna stare at it for 7 seconds, contemplating whether to wear it or not.
And
he eventually wears it.
Okay. You eventually kind of slap it back on, and you'll eventually do what it is, and you make your way. Mason Bell, I would like to talk to you, my friend.
What's up?
What exactly is your morning routine?
Normal day, I get up and jog, but since I did it last night, I'll probably wake up a little bit, before we gotta be up. I don't know. Actually, you know what? Wake up with just enough time to shower and get shit done, packed up before we gotta go.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna wake up and say, "Oh shit! If I don't hurry up, I'm gonna be late." Is Stelly sleeping?
Stelly is currently in his little pajamas. Yes, he has the little pajama hat and everything.
All right, so I'm gonna jump out of bed. I'm gonna grab him and say, "Come on, man, we gotta go."
What?
I'll take a shower. You brush your teeth, and we'll switch off.
Oh crap! What time is it?
We don't have enough time for you to ask that question. We just gotta go.
Oh, okay. He kind of tries to get up, but he ends up rolling out of bed. He lands on his ass.
I'm just gonna grab him and drag him with me.
Oh crap! And you bring him to the bathroom.
So I'm taking a shower. He's gonna brush his teeth, and then we'll switch off.
Okay. You have like a whole routine situation. He just starts violently brushing and good stuff. You switch out. You do the same. Is there anything else you two plan to do? Because right now, Stelly's rushing around like a madman.
I'll tell him just grab your bag, make sure you got everything in it, and then we'll head out. Don't forget your uniform though.
Oh, yes! And he runs back. He throws on his clothes. He checks his bag. Pencils, papers, notebook, stuffed animal. We're good. And he zips it up. He throws it on his back.
Hopefully, if we're quick, we can stop for breakfast.
Joy!
I'm gonna throw on my uniform. I'm gonna put on a shirt on undershirt, a button down, not buttoned at the top, nothing there, and then just the blazer, not the fucking sweater, not the vest.
Okay.
Just the blazer.
Good.
I will look unkempt. It will be wrinkled. I fucked it up.
I love this.
It'll be somewhat wrinkled. I fucked it up.
That's okay. That's okay.
Grab a bag and then we're going.
All right. You guys grab your stuff. You have your shitty clothes on, and you all burst out the door. Congratulations, Mr. Roy Zaroff. You wake up when you do, whenever that may be.
About
and
10-15 minutes early.
Oh wow, okay. And actually, no, you're a soldier boy. That makes sense. You notice that there's still nobody in your room, so it doesn't seem like an elaborate prank. Seems like you still have this to yourself. So, with this place all alone, what are you gonna do?
Quickly get up, make my bed, need a shower, 3 minutes tops.
Okay.
Get dressed, and I want to go run towards the library.
All right, sure. You're gonna run towards the library. What exactly is it you're going to do there, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm gonna look for a book.
What kind of book are you gonna look for?
I'm gonna look for anything that can somewhat give me information on my book that I found.
The big book. Okay. You walk in. You see there are a few early risers as well. They're kind of sitting around reading books in the peace and quiet of this beautiful, beautiful Roman-esque library. Do you want to talk to the librarian, or are you going to look around by yourself?
I'm gonna talk to the bookkeeper.
Okay. He's just kind of sitting down. He's got his reading glasses, reading 50 Shades of John, and he's just enjoying himself.
I hate you so much.
If you want to give me other book ideas, then go start DMing me. Until then, that's the book of our world. So that's currently what he's reading. Do you approach him?
Yes.
He kind of closes it up, puts a bookmark in, pushes it off to the side, and says, "Can I help you, young man?"
Yes, bookkeeper. I am looking for anything that may relate to this, and I'm gonna hand him the big book of Oogity Boogity.
Oh my. He just kind of takes a look at it. He's like, where did you get this? Because it looks a little, Necronomicon-esque.
Yeah, I should also tell you it's not written in English.
He opens it up. Can he see the words?
You can see the words, but it'd just be gibberish to him.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if only your eyes could see it. So, yeah, he kind of looks in. There's a bunch of weird depictions of certain monstrous nightmares and all that stuff. And a language he can't possibly hope to understand. And he's looking through it. He's like, I couldn't even begin to tell you what this book is about. I don't even know what language it's in. And that's saying a lot. I can speak over 100 different languages, and I have seen nothing like this.
Well, from what I can get about it, it seems to be about some dark shit.
He looks to language.
Sorry, sir.
Huh. So, well, and he makes reference to the Necronomicon as well. He is also saying, yeah, it looks demonic. It looks Lovecraftian in a sense. He doesn't really know what to make of it. He says, are you looking for a sequel to this book? Because I'm not sure if we have one in this library.
No, just something that may maybe go along the lines of it.
Something possibly. Okay.
Just
He thinks for a moment, and then he kind of stands up. He pushes the book back to you. He kind of comes around his desk. He looks around the entire library, trying to figure out what section that would even fall under. And he says, our best bet would probably be horror, fantasy, or fiction. Let's give them all a whirl. And he is going to levitate up to the second floor, and he's going to ask if you would like to be levitated as well.
yeah, sure, why not?
It's a weird sensation. Your stomach feels tingly as you kind of lift up from your butt first. You kind of feel like someone's carrying you like from your stomach, like the way you'd see someone like holding a goat. It's a very odd way of transportation, but it kind of like floats you up, and then the tingling sensation goes away as you kind of flop to the ground. And give a little bit of a look around. I'm gonna roll a d20, and I'm gonna see what he sees. All right. Oh dear. Okay. So, he's kind of looking through the books, and he says, "Honestly, kid, I think this is probably the best I'm gonna be able to offer to you." And he kind of lifts a bunch, levitates some of these books towards you, and he just kind of holds them out in front of you. You see there a bunch of classic Lovecraftian stories about like Cthulhu and Shub-Niggurath, all the others. Those are the only two I know. Those are books that he presents to you, and he's kind of like, are these going to help?
I haven't the foggiest idea, but I'll take them.
Okay. He brings you back down to where you would check out the books. He gives you a solid month. If you need more time, you can just come in and ask. And he sends you on your way.
Right. Thank you very much.
Oh, what'd you say? I'm sorry, you cut out.
I said thank you very much.
He says you're very welcome. So is that the extent of what you would be doing before class?
Yes.
Okay. You now have the collection of Lovecraftian books he wrote himself. You don't have any of the books that were written by his friends or expanded the universe, just specifically Lovecraftian. So you have all the classic monsters. So with that, we're going to move on to Alex Albright. Would you care to unmute your mic, Sir Timothy Jagno III, Esquire of Nottingham?
What?
That's your title now. If you get it wrong, I'm going to kick your ass.
Can I just abbreviate it to Tim? Is that okay?
All right, that works.
I
Wait a minute. So, what is Alex Albright's routine? Does she talk with her dorm mate, Claire Buchez? What does she do?
So first, she's going to be like awake an hour early. And she seems
Perfect.
she seems very restless. Like she didn't get a lot of sleep at all.
Okay. Okay.
And she's just gonna kind of quietly get ready not to wake up Claire too early. And
All right, sure.
if she doesn't wake her up. She spends a lot of time in the shower, making sure her hair's right, all that kind of stuff. Putting on a lot of makeup, cover up some places, stuff like that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You have like a whole hour beauty moment.
Yeah.
So that is the extent of your routine?
Yeah, is Claire up or no?
Yes, Claire will eventually wake up with a big yawn. She'll kind of start to make her bed. It's kind of a little half done, like she just kind of for the most part, straightened out the blanket. For the most part, put the pillows where they should be. It's good enough.
Yeah, my bed isn't done at all. I just left it to wherever it was.
Okay, so it's a wrinkly, giant, clouded up mess.
Yep.
Perfect. So, yeah, Claire wakes up, and she kind of sees you kind of come out of the bathroom looking really spiffy and pretty. And she just kind of wishes you a good morning, and she compliments you. She thinks your makeup looks really nice.
Give her a hearty thumbs up.
I love it so much.
All right. She gives a bit of an awkward smile, and she asks, "Are you is the bathroom available?"
Yeah, it's available.
Okay, thank you. And she just kind of quickly goes in, trying to escape the awkward conversation, or lack thereof.
Well, yeah.
So, are you going to throw on your school uniform?
Yeah.
And Roy, I forgot to ask you if you threw on your school uniform.
But of course.
Okay, good boy. Back to Alex.
So, John,
Yes.
I'm gonna just stare, because we're required to wear the exact ensemble, right, for school.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice, trim, proper, all that good stuff.
Yeah. She's kind of just gonna stare at the clothing for a little bit, specifically at the skirt, and kind of just quickly put it on as fast as possible without thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. You throw it on. This is probably the most skin you've ever revealed in clothing, so it's a little different.
Yeah.
A little weird. But it's a school. All the girls are going to be wearing it. So it's not like
I
you're
have
going
a
to be left
choice.
out.
So.
So you throw on your clothes. Is there anything else you would like to do? Do you want to RP anything with Claire? Or
I mean, there's nothing to RP. They're not really gonna talk unless she initiates the conversation.
No, fair enough. Basically, if that's about it, and you're going to be making your way to class, Claire is going to say, "Oh, hang on, wait up. Why? We can walk together."
I mean, if you want to, sure.
Yeah. I'd like to get to know you since we're sharing the room a bit.
I suppose that's something we should do.
Well, I mean, we don't have to. Only
No,
if
it's
you're
not that I have a problem with it. It's just
it devolves into a bunch of insecurities being bounced back and forth. And she says, "You know what? Let's start over. I have my clothes on now. Let's walk together."
okay.
And she just kind of scoots right next to you, a little close, and then she just kind of sidesteps and it's like, "Is this a good distance? Should we get
Gotta
closer
be at
or
least
farther?"
6 feet away, all right?
You get 6 feet away. You hear a kid cough in the distance. Enemy! He SWAT comes
Steven
in.
just stares them down.
Steven.
Another poor soul.
You fools! He's in a hazmat suit, just walking through.
It's just sealed to the brim. So, you guys begin to make your way. Claire isn't going to ask much because she was kind of hoping you'd start up, but every now and again she'll kind of ask a question like, "So, we got any pets?" Just like the broad questions, just trying to make conversation. Do you answer?
Painfully awkward.
Yeah.
It's painfully awkward.
This is great.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, Cole. Alex is in the most uncomfy situation.
Alex is not having a fun time right now, I'll tell you that much. She says, "No, I don't really have any pets. I really like them. I'd like to have one, but my mom never let me get any."
Honestly, same. My mom's allergic to cats, and we don't really have the money to kind of,
have a dog, you pay for all the vet stuff, and it's a whole thing. I really wanted one, you know. I think everyone did, and she just kind of rambles on about a little bit of her story about how she wanted a pet and never got one.
Gotta start somewhere.
The conversations continue on like this. Examples such as, I gotta ask, what's your favorite color? How's the weather doing? And, geez, what's up with that? And many other things.
Fair enough.
Jeez, what's up with that, huh?
What's up with that?
Oh no, Mr. Slop's back. So,
Hey, how about Tony? What's up with that?
and you all thought he wouldn't cameo again.
Mm-hmm.
So, if that's all, then we can move on to the next person.
Yes.
Unless there's anything else you want to do.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, sure. Richter, I would like to ask of your morning routine, sir.
Prepping the slop. No.
No.
He's turned to the dark side.
He's turned to the slop side.
I think Richter would be up really early. Like,
Okay, sure.
obnoxiously early.
He is obnoxiously early. I want you to roll me an awareness check.
Oh, hey, person waking up early.
Mm.
Not great.
What'd you get? What'd
I
you
believe
get?
that is a 12.
That's not
No,
potentially horrible. I need to
It
roll
was-
something else.
it was so low.
You beat it by 1.
Heck yeah!
Okay. As you're
Flawless
walking-
victory.
As you're walking, I'll let you roll another roll if you want to do this, so I'll just describe. As you're waking up and you're going to do whatever it is you're going to do, you notice Steven is awake, but he's still in bed. But he currently notices that you're awake, and you could see his eye just kind of following you and studying you as you were walking by. He doesn't make any attention. He doesn't make any noise. He just is quietly watching for a moment and quickly pretends to go back to sleep. My question is, do you hide the fact that you notice?
First
And
Richter
if
would
so, that would be a roll.
Richter would get his stuff ready.
Sure,
as per usual. Most likely wearing the blazer. That's very shenanigan.
Mm-hmm.
Get the blazer, do some reading for a bit, and some of
Yep.
those books he got, because there's a bajillion of them.
Where do you want to read? Do you want to read in the bathroom, on your bed, in the balcony?
There's a desk out there, I believe. If I'm not
Yes.
mistaken. Oh,
There is a little. There's actually 2 work desks, one for each person in the dorm.
Yeah, I'll read at a desk for a little
Sure.
bit. And then
Turn on a
when
little
I'm-
light.
When I'm about to head out,
Mm-hmm.
be like, they're not very sneaky, you know? And then just close the door and keep going.
roll another awareness check.
That's immensely better. 23.
You hear a muffled, "Damn it!"
Victor's
So-
very attentive.
Yeah, that's what you do. Steven will basically do his routine, but you are out of the room.
Oh my goodness. This is exactly what I was afraid of with Steven.
Oh, trust me, this isn't even the worst I played.
Oh, I know.
We'll be talking about more when Corona's over.
Monk ass. Alright.
So, Richter,
Yep.
is there anything else you want to do, or are you just making your way to class?
Probably time permitting with after the reading. Ballpark guesses he'd wake up. Classes start around 11, you said?
I believe classes start around 9.
Oh, 9. Okay, I wasn't sure. 9 or 11. You'd probably wake up around 6, 7, somewhere around there. We'll say 6:30.
Love it.
Love
it.
Get ready, read book for about maybe an hour or so. So take
Okay.
about an hour, so he has roughly 2 hours to go.
Yep.
probably go around and just start taking in the scenery and getting familiar with where he is. And
Absolutely.
what kind of setup everything has.
Mhm.
Seeing if anything might jostle whatever in him.
Yeah.
Is anything familiar?
The only things you have a little bit of deja vu being if you walk through Washington Park, just take a little walk to yourself.
Sure.
The birds, the breeze, the smell of the forest, it brings back a bit of deja vu, but you can't remember. It brings back happy memories, but they're blank. You just get a sense of joy as you're kind of around the trees, walking through this city of a campus. You don't know what it's harping back to, but it seems pleasant.
Strange.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Imagine see the sights for roughly half an hour or so.
Sure.
From last I remember, I don't think anything weird happened after I saw the nurse.
After you saw what?
The nurse. I'm trying to remember if...
You had a little bit of a weird moment and
Oh yeah, something did.
heard a voice.
I forgot about that. Alright, so the time I got left, I imagine I would go to the nurse and inform them of what happened. Because Richter's not sure what's going on.
You see, you see one of the male nurses, Paragon. He just kind of goes up to the computer. He opens up his Google Drive and he goes into a few. He goes into a few personal student folders, and then he creates a new list for Richter, specifically you, and he starts to write a catalog of all your moments. He kind of describes library, strange voice, kind of recounts the words you had at insert time here of this date. And he kind of starts a whole catalog for you.
Sure.
So, with that, I think we'll move on to Darren Marcus and UA Lakewell.
Corona.
No!
I'm excited for this startup.
Yeah.
Someone's got a hangover.
Yeah. So, in a strange turn of events, Darian actually wakes up before UA. She
Sure.
probably cannot believe her eyes. Anyways, could I probably describe from her viewpoint what she probably sees?
Absolutely. You tell me what you two are doing.
Alright, so, UA wakes up to find Darian hunched over his computer. His headphones plugged into the PC tower, and he's getting through a video editing software. The monitor displays clips from a first-person perspective. UA notices scenes from yesterday. The plane, the tour, the ID cards, the letter, party,
Okay.
and a figure in the doorway.
Hmm.
He takes snippets of the video, edits them together, puts the finished MP4 on his hard drive, about 24 minutes long.
Okay.
There are other videos like it.
Sure.
On the second monitor is a document full of looks like journal entries, recounting the events that transpired that day. So you got like names of students, you got heroes, the seniors he met that day, who looked shifty, lots of letter,
Alright.
and worries for the future.
Holy shit.
At the top of this entry, you actually recognizes what he typed in the airplane yesterday, Spark. So
Okay.
Darian currently doesn't know that you woke up yet.
She'll probably stand in the doorway and I'll lean up against it and give excuse me, give a little bit of a knock with her knuckles.
Shitballs!
She says, sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
God.
Darren, this?
Right. So.
It's not what you're. It's not what it looks like, baby.
You
I can
are
change.
all shades of irresponsible, mister.
Just give me another chance.
Yeah, so, I guess I can't hide anything.
I'll let you go if you eat this long.
Yeah. So, England's moved us to this specific floor, right? I mean, it's kind of obvious. I wanted to take a look at the seniors on this floor. Scout out anyone who's suspicious, make friends with the others so we feel safer up here. It's kind of a stupid decision on my part, but I did go to the party. For a good reason. I lowered my defenses with some drinks, let these remedy headphones record it all, and on the off chance that anyone will be in your eyes, the camera on these headphones lets me get a reliable pair. Because memories, well, they can be unreliable, especially when you're smashed. So, sorry for ditching you back there. I shouldn't have been so reckless.
No, it's fine. And she kind of just sits down on the bed and she's like, I had time to kind of take in these new surroundings, understand the environment we're in, and really just come to realize I'm actually away from home. And I'm not used to that feeling.
Right.
I still feel like I need to clean, do my chores, all that stuff. I don't really feel like I can relax.
I guess I'll try and help you with that. First things first, though. I just have to apologize again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm taking England thing lightly. You know, I mean, your dad said it was safe to open this letter here, and he sort of motions to like the letter on his bedside.
Oh, you kept it.
Yeah. It could be a hint that England is bluffing the extent of her reach. So, like, he said it was safe. So relax. The seniors, they seem trustworthy. A bit stupid, as I saw at the party, but yeah. Some of the strongest heroes are also protecting the school, including Oni. Them holding back was scary enough on the practical exam. So,
yeah,
imagine.
I think Phoenix melted a car by him just standing there. She just kind of thinks back to it.
Wait, what?
Actually, no, that was projected. That was all concrete. So he melted concrete. Oh my
gosh, you're right.
You realize he melted concrete.
Yeah. So imagine how they'd hold up in a real fight. That's what I'm trying to say.
Honestly, that makes me feel a lot safer in a very disturbing way.
I know, right?
She really gets like 1,000-yard stare, like, yeah.
Right.
Maybe Gwen's not the one to be worrying about.
No, don't think like that. Gosh, you're gonna make me feel bad.
We can't trust anyone.
Yeah, so he kind of just like rushes. He kind of rushes like to the video editing software. About to close it, and he's assaulted by the. Do you want to save this? Yes. He shuts it off. But
yes.
Does Yuri notice that this is not the only video?
I'm gonna roll an awareness check. Colin, do you want to DM me Yue's awareness bonus, unless you feel comfortable saying it?
Let me see.
I forgot to open up her document.
That's fine. I'll just give you the whole document again.
2,000 awareness.
All right. Let's check really quick because I do want to see if she can notice this. Where is your awareness? There it is. Okay. I'd say she notices you have other stuff on your computer, but it moved so quickly her brain couldn't really process the information she saw.
Good. Jerry's just like, but yeah, he turns off his computer, gets up, stretches, ears and knees crack.
Oh God.
No, it's fine. Then I guess he's like, so let's get ready. And then as he walks to the bathroom, he's like, right.
Yeah,
How are we gonna schedule this?
Huh. Damn it, Mom. And she just kind of, it's like, do you want to go first? And I'll, maybe I can fix us some breakfast.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
We can have like a trade-off.
I mean, we could alternate every day or something.
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Do you want to make that your plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
And as he's about to go into the bathroom, he's like, who is the guy in the doorway, by the way?
So, I'm actually gonna roll something. Oh crap!
Oh dear.
It almost fell off the table. Okay, so, she kind of, her face kind of goes a little pinkish. She just kind of says, it was one of the students, Richter. He came in to check on us, me, and also you, when you had your little, episode.
Yeah.
Brushes back a little hair.
Yeah, Darren takes a mental note of this, and he sort of deduces that this Richter dude is either really suspicious or a very thoughtful person.
Richter, you have an enemy. Let's
That is
start
the
a
most
civil war
accurate
early.
statement I have ever heard. Very thoughtful or very crafty.
Archon's Washington's Finest Civil War, Episode 4, Victor versus Darian.
That'd be a fight. That'd be a fight. I'm not saying Darian would win, but that'd be a fight.
Damn. So, but yeah, he kind of takes a mental note of this because mostly his suspicion is of the fact that like he knew their room number and he went there and he's like,
oh yeah. No, it's fair.
Is he in some way just has relations to England?
Do you audibly say this?
No, I don't want to freak
No.
you out. Like
Okay.
Darian, as you have noticed, does enjoy teasing her, but
Yeah.
not to this extent. That is actually cruel.
Okay. Hey, Colin, out of game.
Yeah.
Once this is over, would you mind reminding me? I'd like to talk with you about about a UA thing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, remind me.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're hinting at, but yeah.
So, sorry, Karunus. Now, with that out of the way, all of your morning routines, you all eventually get dressed, you eat, you freshen up, whatever order you want,
Yeah.
and you're all gonna make it to class.
Oh yeah, one thing too.
Yes, sir.
Darian looks at the tie and he's like, I've never had one of these before.
You've never had a tie? Damn.
He's about to try and put it on. He's like,
UA kind of walks over and she just quickly grabs it, pulls you in. She lets you're like tapping her shoulder, like uncle.
Stop. No, please stop.
I'll get you the money.
She lets go and she's like, "This is what my dad always does. He says the tighter the better."
Oh fuck.
I'll get you the money.
Anyways, I don't like choking.
Okay. Well, here. How about we just kind of loosely throw it on? And she kind of takes it off of your neck. She kind of does a quick tie, and you have like a loose hole. She just kind of like throws it over your head and just kind of tightens it a little bit,
All right.
so that way it doesn't fall off and it's not
Yeah.
flapping around in the wind.
He kind of looks at this and he's like, this
Mhm.
isn't exactly how I do this. And he pulls up his phone to look at Google or whatever the search engine equivalent is of images.
Google.
Searches Thai.
He takes a look. My.
All right, that looks.
I wasn't expecting something this fancy.
Oh, this tux is pretty cool though.
Yep.
But anyways, that's the morning routine, I guess.
Okay, sure. With all that, all of you individually, you can all unmute your mics. You're all going to class. And Adam, you're the first person to walk in, perhaps? Or no? Maybe. No. No. I'm trying to see, because I could go in order of how I introduced you, or I could go in order of who woke up first. So now I'm kind of thinking Richter's probably going to be the first inside.
Yeah, probably. That's pretty good. That's pretty accurate.
So Richter, you kind of pull up the school map. It's a physical paper, kind of look around. For some reason, you find it incredibly easy to follow a map. Like, it's coming to you naturally. Like, I gotta tell you.
In real life, I know way too many people that can't read a goddamn map.
I know, right?
It's
infuriating.
I meet way too many people.
But do you know how to read the map?
Yes, I know how to read a map.
Okay.
My map.
I'd hope he would know how to.
Yeah.
The
future is now society. So, you kind of have a natural kinman to read in the map. You understand everything. You're kind of going around. You accidentally building first, then you're like, shit, no, wrong one. You go to the north building, and eventually you find your freshman room. Classroom 1W.
Oh.
Do you walk in?
Yeah.
Oh, God. All right.
Yeah.
Idiot.
So violent. So, you walk into the room, and it's Omega large. Like, it is very big. You're immediately greeted with 4 rows of 6, and the last one has 3. So, or no, 3 rows of 6, 1 has 3. So by the looks of it, you're gonna have 21 students.
That's a lot of students.
Yeah, that's a lot of students. You have over on the wall, it's like one of those Ike smart boards, but for an advanced 2024 society. So it's like it's even niftier, and yet the teachers will still not know how to work it. There's a computer. Oh, what's up?
Oh, you're good. Yeah.
Okay. There's a computer shoved off in the corner. Side, posters of heroes, motivational slogans, the American flag hanging up on the wall, so you can do your Pledge of Allegiance, and all that good stuff. And you notice that Oni is currently sitting in front of the class in her desk, and she kind of has her legs kicked up on it, leaning back. And Rising Phoenix is over at the computer kind of typing up some stuff. You haven't seen him for a little bit. And he has a massive wicker basket of wrapped up Uncle John's thick meat subs that he's just kind of occasionally pulling out and eating like they were French fries. So it's a bit horrifying. Oni.
Yes.
What exactly are you doing right before class starts up?
Right before class starts up?
Yeah, are you preparing anything?
Oni would probably be in like one of the back offices, just like going over the like schedule for the day, just being like, you can't fuck this up, you can't mess this up.
Noctis kind of comes over to you. He's like, "No, worry, honey, you're gonna do fine. You're gonna do great."
Can't
Probably.
mess this up. Can't mess
You're
this up.
just kind of like in your own world, shaking. It's like, oh dear. He kind of snaps his fingers. He's like, hey, look at me, look at me. You're gonna do great. Just look at the notes. Look at the notes you have. Just
yeah, that's what I've been
read
doing
it
for
like
like
a script.
20 minutes, dude.
Read it like a script. It's like a play, a Broadway play, except you have no special effects, no backup, no light, and no one to help you whatsoever. I'm making this worse. I'm gonna go.
I've never seen a play.
Right. So we're gonna change that later. Until then, I gotta go teach my engineering class. He kind of looks around. Knock him dead. He pats you on the shoulder. He pats you on the shoulder and he goes off. Rising Phoenix kind of makes his way over. He's like,
Don't worry, Oni. As long as I am, we'll be fine. That's a lie. I'm just trying to make you feel better. We are screwed.
Oh, I am well aware.
But you know what's gonna be great about... You know what's gonna be great? We're going to fail together.
and he holds out a hand.
You know what? That I can get behind, and I shake his hand.
All right, let's get to class. And we kind of transition back to when Richter walked in. And Oni, you are currently looking over your notes, jittering, and you see your first student come in.
Well, the first thing that happens is my heart stops for like a quick second. And then she sets down the notes so it doesn't look like she doesn't know what she's doing.
Your heart hasn't beat for a good 4 seconds. This is bad.
She takes a quick breath.
It goes back to normal.
She tries to look as relaxed as normal, waves, and is just like, "Oh, hey there."
Roll d20 willpower check.
How it actually goes, just ha.
12.
Richter, roll awareness.
Oh dear. Also 12.
Okay. You know something's up. You know something's up. Nobody's addressing nothing. Your eyes lock, and neither one knows how to communicate at the moment. So, you catch that ball game?
Quickly breaking the tension of the silence, Oni will go to her class roster and be like, "So, who are you again? Still trying to learn you guys' names."
Richter.
Ah, Richter, yes. Feel free to sit wherever you want. I'm not mandating a seating chart. That's too tedious for me.
So, there is a seating chart. You are totally ignoring it.
2 seconds later.
Like, there's actually one on the board.
She then immediately looks back, and she's like, "Well,
Unbreaking eye contact, pulls down the chart.
She looks back at Richter and just says, "I'm very new."
Rising Phoenix kind of pipes up and says, hello, Richter. Just to let you know, I'm very new as well, and we are nowhere near qualified to teach the youth. I'm used to beating up criminals, turning them in, and smiling for the camera. I have no idea how education works. No,
You're not supposed to tell them that.
Oh, crap.
Infuriated.
I'll go back to eating my supper.
This is gonna be rough. Anyway, I retract my previous statement. Sit where the school told you to sit.
So, Richter.
Yep.
Because I actually have a seating chart here. I kind of formed it by accident.
Fancy.
I have a Google Doc with all your character info, and it kind of just naturally organized you by name. So I'm gonna use this.
No.
You are in the 3rd row, all the way in the back.
Whoa, too cool for school.
Yeah. You don't have a window seat, but you're pretty dang close.
Alright,
Almost main character material.
Almost.
If you want to know, Steven has a window seat.
Unfortunately, he's in the front of the class, but he
Everything's right in the
revoked
world.
main character status.
He's not cool enough.
So,
That's
Richter,
amazing.
what exactly do you do?
Before
just sit
going to said state,
Sure.
I'm gonna start inspecting this computer because Richter actually has no idea what it is.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, wow, that's actually
What's a
okay.
dollar? What's a
He's
tie?
really
What's a
curious.
computer?
So you walk over to the computer and you just start looking at it.
Yep.
Yes, I know, the latest model. At least that's what they tell me.
Whoops.
And he just kind of goes back to typing.
What exactly is it?
Just kind of looks to you. It's he just kind of looks back to you.
Super, super confused.
It's a pair computer. It's the latest model.
Oh my.
He's just gonna keep saying it's the latest.
He just keeps going.
The
Like he's
latest
a broken
model.
record.
Forgive me, I'm just not familiar with this, and he's
Let
just.
me ask you
This
this.
isn't gonna be an online course.
Do you know what a computer is?
No.
He just kind of looks to you. He's like, so this is a computer.
The latest model, my.
It is the latest model, if you had no clue. You can type words on here, and they'll show up on this. You can also search stuff. It gives you all the knowledge in the world except the knowledge we don't have.
Sick, dude.
I like Phoenix attempting to explain a
Richter
computer.
is genuinely interested in everything. He's paying immensely more attention than.
So I'm glad every aspect of the Darkest
fascinating.
Timeline came back.
Now
With
we gotta
this,
search his
Roy,
computer.
eventually you come in and you see the big room. You see Oni just kind of pacing around in a circle, just looking over like a bunch of notes, having a bit of a heart attack. And Phoenix and the young man with the sword and a little bit of facial hair, the two of them are kind of looking at this computer as though they're seeing the face of God. So you walk in on this. How are you?
Who?
I think he's.
Oh,
think
no,
he-
did
Oh,
we lose
me?
Roy? Oh, yes. I thought we lost Roy.
No!
Roy! Roy!
Yeah, Roy. So you walk into the classroom. Did you bring all your books with you by chance?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay, you got like a fat stack of books.
We both have so many books.
Trying to one up him?
Proud of you, bud.
You can't beat my book.
Roy, do you look to the seating chart and just go to your seat, or do you talk with anyone? Or do
Well,
anything
seems
else?
how nobody in this room interests me, and this is fucking bland from what used to be my day-to-day life. I'm just gonna sit the hell down.
Okay. You sit down. Do you read while you wait?
Of course.
Of course.
Literally toxic.
So eventually, the rest of you, because these two were the real early birds. Everyone else kind of at the same time, except Anthony. He's going to show up just a little bit later.
2 hours.
Everyone eventually begins to make their way in. So Belle, Darian, Alex, Adam, Anthony will eventually stop his way in. You guys all walk into the classroom. It is currently open RP until class starts.
Oh, I wasn't expecting this room to be so normal. Darren also looks at the computers. These are pretty old.
Phoenix looks through. He's like, they told me it was the latest model.
Well, you've been
Pair
lied to.
11,
I'm sorry.
12.
Right.
As long as they work, it should be fine.
Yeah, I guess so.
We're using Boogle doors.
Oh.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
These were the newest models back in '96, maybe.
1, 2, electric.
I guess it depends on what we're doing. But anyways, I go and I see Richter, and I recognize him, and I walk up to him, and I'm like,
much like the NPC in any video game, looking at the computer this entire time, and you're confused as to how he's managed to keep this much attention.
Quite incredible, really. It
really is. It's uncanny, honestly.
so good.
Absolutely astounding.
Uh,
So, Richter, the kid that you may remember as Darian, the one with the hangover that was in UA's room, kind of walks up to you.
Oh god, not first impressions.
I think Richter would attempt to not notice until Darian engaged the conversation.
Right.
Darren, I leave that up to you.
I'm good at that stuff.
Yeah, I know, you're fine.
Hey, sup, bud? I noticed you had checked in on us, and I gotta say thanks.
Oh, of course.
Right. You're doing that.
Get to know everybody, you know?
Yeah, of course. So you're even kind of looking at that thing pretty inquisitively. You're interested in old computers by any chance?
Oh, the thing is, I don't actually know what this is. This is my first time seeing computer. Was it?
Absolutely.
Oh my
Top of the
gosh.
line.
Oh my.
It's the latest model, don't you know?
Plugging it's the latest model is the best thing ever.
They say comedy comes in threes. I say it so many
I
times
say it
until I
comes
want to
in-
bash your head.
I say it comes in the latest model. That's what I say.
Oh god. So
Darian. Oh, go on.
wait,
I don't mean to cut you off.
I misunderstand. You don't know anything about computers?
No.
Okay.
I love it so much.
You're interesting. I'll give you that. Mind if I teach you? I guess. We're kind of just waiting for the bell to ring or whatever. So
Sure, I will.
yeah. How much am I able to teach them about computers in this relatively limited time?
Well, you look to your seat, and Darren, you realize you're next to Richter. Like, I'm looking at my chart. You were right next to Richter.
That's just luck.
That is
That's
absolutely
amazing.
That is just luck.
UA is right in front of Darian, and as you guys, yeah.
Is this intentional? Is there
No,
something
it's started
around?
my last name. You guys got luck.
This
And
might
Richter
get
only
a
has
bit
Richter.
weird. This might get a bit weird.
As Darian kind of offers to teach you, UA kind of makes her way in. She sees you there, and she just kind of lowers her head and quickly motions her seat. And she kind of plops down.
Well, how many people are in the room by now?
I'd say 90% of the class.
All right.
Belle and Stelly make their way in together like bros.
Nice.
Same with Adam and Rakito.
Alright, let's see where we are.
Yeah.
All I'm just saying, man, is that the horsey-coursey style of martial arts is all about playing mind games, okay?
I wanted to know this story. So, Belle, you look around for your seat, and you notice you are in the first row, closest to the door, and you are in the second seat. And you kind of plop down, and Stelly is the other seat behind you. You have Claire behind you, and then Stelly. And in front of you, Belle, is Alex Albright. Alex is seat 1.
Is she sitting down? Wait, Alex sitting down right now?
I don't know. Has me and Claire showed up yet? I'm gonna
I'd say
assume
at this
yes.
point, yeah. I'd say everyone has basically shown up at this point.
Even me?
No, not you, Anthony.
You're making your way.
Running down the
one
hallway.
mysteriously
He got lost, tripped his head, he's dreaming of milk right now.
Yes.
Unless you're like using Raptor and you're soaring through the
Code word
hallways
for
to
coma.
get there quickly, you're probably just taking your time.
But yeah, John, is this dreaming of milk is code word here?
Dreaming of milk is code word for what?
Coma.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Anthony was milking. So,
I think that's a different phrase.
I don't like this at all. This
I am immediately okay with this.
Oh,
So, Alex, did you answer Bell's question, or Mason's question, rather, of if you're sitting yet or not?
Yeah, I'll be sitting down, kind of just staring out into nothingness.
All right, you're staring at the
I'm
wall.
gonna tap on Alex's shoulder and say, pretty cool coincidence, huh?
Yeah. I suppose.
Sounds enthused.
I guess.
What'd you say?
Sound pretty enthused, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Don't want to see your good buddy after all this time.
That's not what
You're gonna
I'm
make
saying.
me cry.
What? When did I ever say I didn't want to talk to you?
this is so good. I
Alex,
love everything.
you need to get out more, don't you?
I feel like I'm back in high school.
Joke's on you. I never go out.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Some gamers.
I'm just gonna like look away from him. He knows not to go there.
Damn. So, yeah, you two are in your awkward as hell conversation. Do you want to continue it?
I mean, if Mason wants to, I will, but I'm not too worried about it. I'll take that as a no. Let's go.
Adam Price.
Yes.
You and Rikito have walked in.
Yes, and I was explaining the horsey style martial arts to him.
Yes, you were.
I don't want to know the style.
But of course.
I want to know what you call the pony. So you and Rikito walk in, and he's all like, "Dude, you gotta teach me that at some point. I mean, I'll teach you some of my moves. You teach me some of yours. We'll turn into a fighting dude. It'll be epic."
Dude, look. I'm like an encyclopedia of martial arts here, alright?
Pony eventually kind of starts to clap her hands, but they're they're shaking a lot, kind of saying, "All right, everyone, get in your seats."
Sit down, kiddos.
Rikito finds his seat. He's all the way in the back of the. Adam, you are in the third row, kind of in the middle. You two look to each other. Everything around you quiets. Your hair blows in the wind. You reach out a hand. You're too far away. And everything goes back to normal.
Who's around me? Like, as students?
The girl with the velociraptor tail, one with purple and blue, is right in front of you. You don't really know her name. And then a young woman with, I'd say an aqua teal blue, sits behind you. And a pale skin, a little bit of makeup, and blue eyes. And Richter is behind her.
Okay. I'm just gonna be like, looking in front of me like, hey, what's your name again?
Angela. This random kid just kind of starts up a conversation with you.
Well, see, I kind of noticed you got a tail, and I'm just want to ask, how much control do you have over it?
Are you going to end up slapping me with it by accident? So Angela, this random kind of asks you about Yeah. No, I'm giving you brains. These are your characters. You are in full control of Angela.
Cool.
You have no idea who this kid is.
Angela's gonna like look at him and just be like, "Yeah, I've got full control over this.
Okay, I just
Don't worry. You're not the first to ask, surprisingly."
So
no, I mean it's not you. It's just it's. I kind of got like a very defensive nature when it comes to stuff
I
like
understand.
this. No, like, I mean, if something comes swinging at me, I might swing back.
How many tails have you been slapped with?
Not tails, but in objects.
I've been in wars.
Uh-huh.
I suffer emotional abuse. Yeah.
Does Angela notice my my face?
Yeah, Angela, you notice Adam Price has a massive scar. It's healed, but it's a massive scar over the ridge of his nose, and it ends where his eyes kind of start.
He almost became Voldemort.
He has a few little scratches here and there, and he has kind of a big band-aid on his chin.
Angela's just gonna point at the scar and she's gonna be like, "So where'd you get that?"
Oh, this one.
The Vietnam War.
Fun story about that one. Was training a little bit. I was training with kind of went a bit too hard, and we were using actual weapons, even though I protested a little bit. But he said it was fine, and well, he kind of tripped a little bit, and just to be say, I couldn't see any color except red for like 3 weeks straight.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay.
He's had some better fucking days. Holy.
Yeah.
Damn. So Angela, this kid tells you that.
Right.
Look. Alright, look. I'm not kind of crazy psychopath. Okay, just trust me on that one, please.
Makes it better.
I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
Such a
Right.
love it.
Why real weapons?
It'd be too long to get into. Basically,
I'm gonna drop the
Dude.
seating chart while this is happening.
the dude's my dad.
Go for it.
So, this all happens. With this happening, the announcements come on, and only you have a breath of relief as the announcements man is going to take over for a little bit. Colin, you know what time it is. There you go.
They've done your time.
You hear the school's theme song kind of come on. You all quiet down, and Tim will edit this in the video. Thank you, Tim. And, it sounds grand, but it's coming through a loudspeaker. It kind of muffles it. It cuts out here and there.
Darian's like, this is the most pretentious thing I've ever heard.
And then you hear the school announcer.
Alright. Is this thing on?
I'm out.
Oh, we're already talking. Okay. You can't leave footprints in the sands of time. You're sitting on your butt. And who wants to leave footprints in the sands of time? Really? This is what you're having me read? Whatever.
What?
Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. I do hope you make it a great day. There, I'm done. You got what you wanted. I can find my sleep. Oh, mic is still on. Remember,
I hate you
kids.
so much.
I was gonna say, you Shen students should know.
Yeah. Remember, kids. One fap a day keeps the meth away.
Not even I know this.
Even Anthony knows. What? So,
Damn, this guy really wants to get fired.
So the announcements finish. Yeah, you kind of hear the principal come on, and she kind of says, "Thank you, Sam Giddy," and she just kind of goes on, lists stuff like "Welcome to the first day of school," all that good stuff. She kind of lets you know of any more orientation stuff, any more things the students should know about. She gives you that basic info, and she wishes you a great day as well. And the announcements are off. And Oni, it's time to shine. Class begins.
Oh boy.
Roll willpower
Right.
check. See if you don't throw up. No.
So,
No. I'm kidding. You
-2.
Butt roll.
I got a 3.
-30. You kind of throw up in your mouth.
I keep dropping dice.
She's literally shaking.
You all notice she's
So-
shaking.
Oni starts the day by looking over everybody and going like, all right, real quick, I'm just gonna take attendance. She like looks up and see that all of the seats are filled and is like,
Wait,
okay, we're good on that note.
One empty seat.
There you go.
Who's the asshole missed it?
Does he have like a
Just to check.
checklist?
Phoenix is in the room, right?
Phoenix is currently sitting at the computer, kind of with his docs, and at this point, Anthony's.
Okay.
It's 2 hours of announcements. Jesus.
So Oni's gonna like hand the like class list and like the checklist to Phoenix and just be like, can you put that in on the website?
He takes it. He pulls out a small pair of reading glasses, puts it on. All right. Alex Albright. Click. Scroll down. Mason Bell.
You don't need to say it out loud. You don't need to say it out loud. Right? We
Sorry.
already know everyone's here.
With all the fights I've been in the head trauma division.
I understand all too well. And then she walks back over to like, so she stands in front of her desk, which is like right at the front of the room.
Exactly.
And she looks over everyone and just goes, so, first day, I'm sure all of you are rather excited. I think we're gonna go over, we're gonna do an icebreaker activity.
You hear some of the
Now-
kids roll their
For
eyes.
us or for you, Oni?
You're not there.
For me. Now, this will help all of us sort of understand who each other are. That's proper English.
You're Japanese, you get an excuse. You're
It's not my
foreign.
first language. And Phoenix, could you do me a favor and pass out the sheets of paper? And now,
What sheets of paper is this?
she takes a stack of paper, of just like blank paper, and
Okay.
just hands it to Phoenix.
He grabs it.
It's just
He
like,
begins.
just those.
He grabs it. He starts to go. He tries to slip in between the seating to like hand it to everyone individually.
Big
But
boy.
he's so thick that he's like, Alex, would you be a dear? Grab one and pass the rest back.
Yeah.
Uncle
Sure.
Dom can't fit.
Train wreck.
And he kind of asked this for all the students.
Thing of property
Bro,
damage.
he asked this for Willow, Anthony, because I didn't get to tell you who you're surrounded with, and same with Roy. Anthony,
I think I can
Willow,
see.
yeah,
I think I
Willow
can see.
Hanover's in front of you, Kara's behind you. Roy, you have the last seat, and the tall girl, Carmen Valera, is right in front of you.
Wrecked.
Oh, you can't see
Can't
anything,
see
bro.
the board.
Luckily, you're not in the middle of the room, so kind of just around her.
You got stuck with the tall person in the movie theater.
So eventually, everyone gets a piece of paper. You all have a pencil. If you don't, you can ask Oni. She'll give you one. Oni, what do you ask them to write?
Oh, God,
So
I have to-
Oni's going to turn over to the writing board, and she's just gonna erase the seating chart on there and just be like, "Hope you guys had that noted." And then she's gonna like take a piece of chalk and just write down in big messy handwriting, "What does being a hero mean to you?"
It's very sloppy, but it's legible enough. So everyone, the question is being asked, what does being a hero mean to you? So, you will all take, Oni, how much time are you going to give them to write, like in-game time,
That
not
was-
IRL?
In game time, I was gonna give them like maybe 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
In game, half an hour.
You guys have roughly kind of write whatever you have. You spend time thinking about it. And then
Ready
the
to
10
sit
minutes
back.
are up. Oni,
Here we go.
would you like to start asking people?
Absolutely. So after the time is up, Oni's gonna be like, "All right, everyone, let's go around. We'll just go in seat order, and yeah, read aloud what you wrote down. We'll start with she like looks back at her seating chart. Alex, we'll start with you.
Alex
Also introduce
Ulbricht.
yourself to the class.
Can we like move on to a different person?
This is a great class.
Just
No.
for now.
No.
Oni's very confused by this.
Why not?
Alex, you're being...
Because this is an icebreaker activity and the first assignment.
John, I'm just gonna try and whisper, "Come on, Alex, you can do it."
You get encouraging words from Bell. Doesn't work.
I'm gonna roll a d20.
Oh,
God,
dear.
this class is already going downhill.
Okay.
This class is nothing but insecurities. I have...
This is
Darian
Hooray for
smiles.
anxiety! Hooray for anxiety! Hooray for anxiety! Hooray for anxiety!
So, Alex, what'd you get?
I got an 18, so
Are you gonna stand?
be like, yeah, yeah, and I'm gonna stand up and be like, realizing what I'm doing and like standing up in front of everyone and be like, oh,
I'm gonna barf.
Were we told? Wait, were we told to stand for this?
yeah.
No one said anything.
That's what I was about to ask.
Alex is just bold, dude. She's just bold.
She's brave, man. Strong
playing.
women right here.
Start taking notes, boys. This is
So, Alex, you rise above your classmates. Physically, not symbolically. What do you say?
you suck, actually.
My opinion is divine.
What do you say? What do you say?
I'm gonna say, hi, I'm Alex. Sorry, what was the question again?
It's on the board.
Oni looks back, just like, what does being a hero mean to you?
Okay.
It's on the board. You had 5 minutes.
Yeah, 10.
You have 5.
We give her less credit. So, Alex.
Hero is someone that doesn't just save them like from danger and stuff like that. They also save them from like emotional distress and kind of be a person that's there to support someone when they need it. I think that's what a hero should be.
Is that the end?
Yeah, she just sits back down.
Okay.
Very quickly.
Like, very good. Very good. Let's see. Moving on. Mason?
Right. I'm gonna stand up. Introduce myself.
So many formalities.
Hi, how's it going? My name is Mason Bell. You all can just call me Bell, though. To me, a hero is someone that uses their strength to protect people in need.
Okay.
Alright.
Bold.
I'm not gonna have Oni just like say the name of everyone that's going for it. Just assume we move on to the next person. You guys have the seating chart, so
I have to pay
It's
attention.
just Claire.
I have to pay
So-
attention?
Don't worry. It's just Claire.
Oh, okay.
Seat 3.
No, wait, this isn't Darkest Timeline, Claire. I actually care now. Shit.
Wow, Thompson.
It's so true.
I'm like Steven.
God. Flashbacks. I'm thinking about flashbacks. Okay.
Anyway, I don't care about Steve.
So Claire Bouchez stands up. She introduces herself as such. She says, heroes are people who make others feel good. Not just save them from physical dangers, kind of what Alex was talking about. They help those feel calm in a dreadful situation, even though they know they're about to lose, even if they know it's not going to be okay, even if they know that this may be the end. It's their job to smile through the fear and tell you otherwise. It's their job to get rid of that fear. And that's kind of what I... And she sits down. Seat 4, Stelly stands up.
Hello, everyone. My name's Stelly Cosma.
Hang on. And he stands on top of his chair to get a
to put it bluntly, I've often been called the bowling ball of my previous classrooms, and many of those names, of course, but I feel that's the only one I can say without getting into trouble. I guess because of that experience. He kind of looks down. He gets really sad. He's like, but I guess because of that experience, I believe a hero is someone who stands up to a bully. A hero is someone who knows they have the strength and what it takes to help people in need and stand up for those that need it. A hero is the embodiment of good. And I want to be that. He sits
gives a bit of a
climbs
clap.
down.
John, I'm gonna turn to him. I'm just gonna smile. I'm gonna give him a thumbs up.
You roll awareness.
Solid thumbs.
Awareness.
Still is a Chad.
He's a Chad.
He's beyond Chad.
It takes a second, but you see tear.
Yeah, John, can I do the same thing for Claire?
Wait, John,
Yeah.
John, what do I say? John, what do I say?
Everyone's giving thumbs.
Oh, you saw happy.
I saw a happy tear.
Yeah.
Okay. That's my
Please tell me that throughout this whole thing, Steven is jotting down notes.
Oh yeah, you see him writing down fingers.
He's never stopping. He's always working.
Thematically, what would a hero
we all hear his pencil going. We just haven't said. We're just not gonna say it.
Yeah.
There's like a
He
little
already
bit
has a
of
stack of-
friction smoke. There's like
He has a stack of papers as tall as Stelly.
Darian passes
Seat
on him more
5.
graphite.
Mr. Tyler Blackman.
Get up and fucking sharpen his pencil.
Mr. Tyler Blackman, would you like to play
Yes.
one of your characters? Seat 5.
So
So I'm gonna drink my frozen soup.
we move on to Chloe Charisma. The wonderful.
Soup's cold.
The angry looking redheaded girl. And she will everyone else has stood up so far. Chloe's not going to. She's still in her seat, but she'll sit up in her seat a little bit. And she says, being a hero means helping those who need it. I'm going to swing into action someday and be the shining hero who saves the day. And I'm not going to take any smack from anyone.
Damn!
Next up, seat 6, Riquito Dominic. He just kind of stands up, like kind of half-heartedly, like, are we standing up or? All right. He stands up. He stands up all the way. He's like, all right, man. Heroes are people who look awesome, flying around, punching bad guys, and getting mad cash, man. They don't need to worry about saving people. The fact that they exist alone is enough to make any villain wet themselves. And you bet your ass that's what I'm gonna be.
And more importantly
Language.
than that mad puss, dude.
Yeah,
Man.
Yes, I am a woman. I have
Slamming right now. He's on the prowl.
Adam, that's your boy. That's your boy Riquito.
I'm just gonna look over to him and be like,
So proud.
Seat 7. Would you like to speak, TJ?
Yes. You see the
Seat 7.
The girl with half a flaming face stands up.
Have a flaming body.
You seem so lovable.
Well, I never really grew up around no heroes, but I did read comics. Heroes ought to save the day and protect the innocent, be a beacon of hope in the growing dark, right?
I love your fail so much.
She's such a sweetheart.
She's such.
I didn't do my vocal exercises to get into the accent.
Don't worry.
We'll get demonetized if you.
Yeah, I was gonna say next time I'll do my my Australian swearing before session.
yeah, what, mate? Yeah, what?
Oh, it's brutal. It's brutal, but it works. So, Anthony Howell, it's your turn.
All right.
That's my boy. That's my son.
I'm an alcoholic.
I'm an alcoholic.
His name is Anthony.
I've been an alcoholic for 15 years.
All right. So Anthony.
All right.
Order in the court.
Order.
I'm gonna stand up and be like, all right, I'm Anthony Howell. I have no idea what a hero is, and then I just sit back down.
Fucking loser, dude.
I choked on my soup. You almost killed me.
Bravo.
Even my carrots are cold.
Oni's just gonna like tense up for a second, and then she's gonna be like, "Well, that's what we're here to teach you."
I know.
Yeah.
Rising Phoenix says, "I appreciate the honor," and he gives you finger guns.
Who are you?
Moving on.
Oh. He looks down. Right behind you.
Oh, it's Kara.
Kara. She kind of stands up and she's like, she kind of looks back to you, Richter, and she just shrugs. She's like, I guess people that want to do good in the eyes of others? I mean, that's kind of what I'm hearing.
Richter, she just sees Richter mouth. Good enough.
She gives a thumbs up and a smile. And she, I'm not really entirely sure how to answer this question. I kind of lived in a swamp almost all my life, so I don't really know how the world works. She just sits down.
Yeah, we're very outside-y.
Oh, yeah.
We're outdoorsmen, really.
Seat 10. A woman with light pink hair that transforms into rich pink towards the bottom stands up. She has a falcon on her shoulder. And she kind of stands up. And she's like, someone who is confident in who they are. Someone who isn't afraid of people ridiculing them for who they are. Someone who isn't worried about what people think of them. I want to feel confident in who I am and what I'm going to do. Oh, and my name's Varessa. And this is Yevel. Squawk!
I don't need to put a sound effect in now.
Squawk!
Squawk!
I will play
this
Yevel
episode is
for
a
Yevel.
Me and the squad!
I'm proud of this episode. She sits down. Right behind her, Yue Lakila stands up. She says, "Hello, I'm Yue Lakila. She kind of quickly looks back to you, Darian, one last time for reassurance.
I give her a smile.
She looks forward. She says, "A hero is someone who inspires those even in their dark. A hero is someone who shines bright, no matter what perseverance they face. They are the embodiment of what we deem a perfect human to be, and they're supposed to be role models for generations to follow." She kind of looks to you, Oni, and she sits down.
Oh.
Oni nods, like gives like a small thumbs up.
She does a happy squeal for like half a second. Darian, your turn, buddy.
Zarian didn't need to write anything. He actually.
Over.
On the down low, I actually
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, I know. No, you know how like everyone was supposed to write answer this question. So to the school beforehand. I actually wrote mine. But yeah. Anyways, Darian just like stands up, acts confident. Like, my name's Darian Marcus, and a true hero is someone who's there to help you through your struggles. Someone who can inspire you towards greatness. I feel this is lacking from the current hero society, where people use the heroes as an excuse to not do anything themselves. Heroism is viewed as an celebrity occupation, rather than a possibility that everyone can achieve. That's the problem here. They simply can't relate to heroes. They're celebrities, even gods, in perspective. Heroism these days is something that only those deemed special can strive for. But I disagree. You don't need powers to have courage, to be humble, to self-sacrifice, to face risks head-on. Those aren't peculiarities. They're inner qualities that any normal person can develop. It's honestly better to have that mentality than powers that can potentially get to you. Heroism is only a necessity if there are people saving, physically and emotionally. Big names today, they save people's lives, but what of their hearts? They can't exactly rid saves people's negative feelings, the kind of feelings that keep them finding value in their saved life. In my opinion, to call yourself a hero today is to have both the confidence and the means to genuinely say, it's gonna be alright. You can get through this. To call yourself a hero is to be conscious of this flawed society that clings to you for fish, as they are never taught to fish for themselves. At my time here in Washington High School of Heroes, I want to be the hero that puts all of you out of business. I want to ignite a spark. I want to ignite a spark in the heroes of tomorrow that even extends to the everyman. And to do that, it requires the celebrification and marketing of heroism to be put to rest. To make it a level of honest work comparable to police officers, firefighters, and paramedics, I want to be the hero that says, you can do it too.
Are you done, or is this just the intermission?
I could go on, but I don't think you'd like it.
Damn.
Oni's like, okay.
Rising
All right.
Phoenix actually stands up, he walks forward, and he looks to you, Darren.
Single tear.
I really appreciate that. And already, with your words, I can tell, you're gonna be one of the best in this class.
Wow.
Maybe
Straight
not.
up, just, so fuck the others. Alright.
Thanks for putting the pressure on me, man.
I see potential in students. I see potential in students. He just so happened to shine first. And he sits down.
And you, my friend, got served. Starts dancing.
And he starts munching on a side.
After that, default dance.
After that, we have a girl stand up. She has black hair that kind of shades green. She kind of stands up. She's like, I'm not really sure how to answer that exactly, and I have no idea how I can follow up. You said your name was Darian, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have no idea how to follow.
I've thought about this a lot.
It's very apparent. There are many different ways you can view a hero, I guess. A hero is someone you can look up to, someone who can inspire you, I suppose. I guess it was kind of similar to the girl in front of you, UA, right? UA gives a nod. Did I answer that right? Phoenix gives a thumbs up.
I don't think there's a right answer to all of this.
She sits down.
No.
Cool.
C14.
Alright.
DJ.
Standing up next is Craig Owens.
Anthony's dorm mate.
Anthony's dorm mate. He stands up and addressing the class, he says, being a hero is more mundane than these guys put it. We're advanced law enforcement. We exist solely to lay down punishment and to catch criminals with peculiarities. Sure, every now and then there's a special circumstance, but that hasn't happened in years.
Damn, he is super monotone. He is.
He sits down as he basically disses you all. Except Anthony, because he didn't give an answer. Anthony's the only one free of his judgment in that statement.
Darian goes on for a 2.5-hour speech, and Craig is like, yeah, don't fucking matter, though.
You're right.
Would you like to talk with seat 15, TJ?
Yes. Standing up next is Angela, the girl with the velociraptor tail that got asked if it would hit someone. She looks a little nervous standing up. She goes, a hero, huh? Well, I think that a hero is someone who saves the day. That's what we do, right? We stop whatever it is that seeks to harm others. Everyone knows what a hero is. You should be recognizable, able to look and go, you're my hero. I mean a hero.
You're my hero.
And then she immediately sits back down as fast as she can.
With a thud. Phoenix says, "Great confidence!" he horks down another sub.
Foul. Foul.
I still don't understand how you can eat that many.
I'm not going to make that joke. I will never forgive myself.
Entire sub, one.
Adam Price.
Alright, well, Adam did have a speech planned out in his head. He didn't write anything down, but as soon as Darian started talking, he forgot it all. So, he stands up. He's like, hero is, he looks around the room, glancing at every student. Rising Phoenix.
He looks to you and he says, "You are instantly my favorite."
He's in the middle
gotta
of
make
eating
the
a
big
stand.
leagues, kid.
He's in the middle of eating a whole.
You gotta go far, kid.
Oh my goodness, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Phoenix is like me. He has favorite.
Just Adam takes a deep breath. He's like, yeah.
Is that the end of it?
I'm just gonna sit back down now.
That's it.
Rakito claps for you like, "Woo! That's my boy." He's the only one.
Rakito's the guy who's Darian hates his response the most.
He's the ultimate hype man. We
Oh
found
yeah,
him.
he's an absolute hype dude.
He is the hype dude, though.
The girl behind Adam stands up, kind of flips her blue hair, and she just kind of looks forward and just says, "All right, someone who fights crime, just law, someone who can make our streets safer in their presence, yada yada yada. In a sense, well, they almost act as a nuclear deterrent. Their very presence alone keeps stability and peace throughout the land. Dare challenge someone that powerful, right? So, if you want my real opinion, a hero is just a glorified nuke waiting to blow." She sits down.
Dope.
Richter! Oh, Anthony, were you going to say something?
I said dope.
Oh, okay. I thought you said so, like you were going to continue. Richter.
Yep. Stand up. Name's Richter. Being a hero means that sacrifices have to be made. And throughout all of the people, we're the best ones to do that. We took everything we knew, loved, and cared for, and put it on the line for everyone else. There is no real meaning to when enough is enough, but that just means we have to keep. Let's sit back down.
Some of the NPCs give a little bit of a nod. Phoenix smiles, nods to you. After you see the last row in front. A man stands up. His clothes blow in the wind, and he pushes up glasses. They tint in the light. He says, "Well, do you want the textbook definition, or would you like my personal deduction?"
Personal deduction!
He pulls out his phone.
Hero, definition. A person who is admired or idolized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities.
We're gonna be here for 5
However,
hours.
with my recent studies,
He says, looking to you, Alex.
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
That would've been amazing.
However, with my recent studies, I've learned most heroes seem to be selfish at times. Most sit around and wait for trouble when they could be doing so much more. And most are overpaid. My thoughts? They're just another streamlined American like to take advantage of and change the world, I guess. So that's not my top priority.
And he sits down.
Go
I
back
like
to
this
Reddit.
Damn. That's brutal.
Go back to Reddit.
So,
Slash Stevens.
Carmen's about to stand up, and she's like, "Actually, I think I'm kind of big enough. I don't have to." She just kind of scoots herself to face most of the class and she's like, I'm Carmen. She just kind of takes a moment, looks at her notes, like, okay. I think a hero is honestly a person who's scared. Person who's terrified of the next obstacle ahead of them, but knows if they don't step up to the plate, who will. Someone who is truly selfless and cares deeply for helping those in need. Someone who doesn't care about the fame and glory of it all, but just to be a good person. She kind of ends it with a bit of a question. And then she kind of turns herself back to face a normal way. Adam gives a hearty clap.
Darren gives
Tito claps as well.
Darren gives a sad look. That kind of reminds him of someone. And
himself.
And he's like, yeah, that's a good answer.
She kind of smiles at you. And last but certainly not least, wink, Roy Zaroff. Would you like to define to us what a hero is, in your opinion?
I'm not gonna stand up and I'm not gonna glance away from my book.
Sure, okay.
But I don't give a fuck about heroes as we see them now.
Wait, hang on. I can't
I'm
hear.
not impressed by this.
Roy, you
I don't
just
give a
kind of.
fuck.
You don't
How we
answer.
see heroes now. With their capes and powerful crutches, the real heroes are the ones who do right and will go without recognition, the ones who will die knowing that they did something, even if they only did it a couple times.
Phoenix gives a slight clap.
He is our soldier boy.
Rector will also clap to that.
All right.
Yeah.
Oni, with that,
Bell will give him a little clap.
Bell will give him a clap.
A little clap.
Most of the class starts clapping. Roy got the most clap. He didn't get the loudest. That's Rikito. But Rikito giving it. But he got the most. So, Oni, your students have given their opinions on what heroes are to them.
Yes. Oni looks over the class and she goes, well, I hope that loosens a little bit of tensions between you guys and you guys sort of understand each other better. But yeah, I believe we're ready to move on. What say we actually do some hero exercises? Okay.
Some of the class gets a little excited.
So everyone go put on your sports uniforms and make your way to the sporting area.
So your sports uniform came with normal school uniforms as well. So all of you are going to end up heading back to your dorms to go and grab them. So you all do so. You grab your mixed stuff, and you all begin to head out to the sports field if there isn't anything anybody really wants to do. Does anybody want to talk with an NPC? Does anyone want to do anything? You're just going to be stopped.
As we're walking back to the room, I'm gonna give Stellia a clap. I'm gonna give Stellia a fucking pat on the back.
Says, oh, thank you. That was really nice of you.
No problem. Anytime.
I thought yours was really cool. And you guys will kind of keep walking.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to go to Carmen and be like, "Hey, that was a pretty good speech."
You think?
Yeah, I think it was pretty good. Better than mine. I had something planned, but I completely forgot about it.
No, yours was it was short. It wasn't a Braveheart speech.
No. You know what?
But does sound like the other kid knew what he was talking about. Kind of looks over to Darian, seeing him in the halls.
Yeah. I give her a nod. I'm like, well, your speech kind of resonated with me. I'm not gonna get too far into it, but there's someone special to me that is kind of match your description.
Like facial feature wise, or are we talking?
No, I mean
that's great.
I mean the speech, man. Oh, you're what's your name? Adam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well met. Name's Darian. Thanks we already introduced each other though.
Yeah, I'm
You're-
Adam,
you're-
but you already know that. And you're Darian.
Huh.
Yeah.
So did you write that entire thing down?
Oh yeah, you know how they told us to write the same question down, those slips, like that they sent Washington.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was with the application.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, I guess many people forgot, but I gave the answer a month. And not to say that you guys didn't get me. It's just like this. Yeah, this is a very important question to me.
I was too busy training.
Hey, I mean, putting your work to use.
Yeah.
Anyways, I gotta go meet up with someone. So see you guys at the field, I guess. I go.
I just want to check with everyone. Darren, you still want to RP with someone, correct?
Yeah.
Richter, did you want to RP with someone?
Yes.
Did anyone else want to RP? I just kind of want to get all my notes. Roy wants to RP. Bell, did you have anything else? Anthony, did you? Alex?
Nada.
Am I forgetting anyone?
You're not forgetting. Well, yeah. You're not
Forgetting Yevel.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Squaws at everyone.
It's something I can save on.
Sure. Darian, we just did you. We'll go back to you.
Alright. Yeah, so I go up to Alex, and I'm like, so this is gonna sound kind of weird, but voice sounds familiar.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I don't know what it means, but I'm just saying.
Okay then. Kind of weird, but
Weird
whatever.
flex.
Yeah. I'm sorry if this is a weird question. Just
Not the weirdest I've got.
The weirdest.
now I'm scared to hear what was the weird question.
Oh, it's nothing crazy, I assure you.
Okay. Yeah, so it's funny because like Darren's usually not the awkward one, but Alex is at the epitome of awkwardness right now, to the point where he's even being dragged in.
Yep.
Oh god, it's like radiation. It's infecting
Oh
everyone.
no!
Yeah, so I guess I just introduced myself anyway, and yeah.
Okay. UA will kind of extend a hand out to Alex and be like, "Hi, I'm UA Lakula," if you didn't remember. Do you shake her hand, Alex?
Yeah, it's kind of like the similar kind of stiffness, if not more.
So, with that, I'm gonna roll something. Okay. Darian, you see Yue kind of looking around, and she looks back to where Richter is, and she kind of tugs on you and says,
I'll be right back.
All right.
she's going to make her way over to Richter. But Richter, is there something you...
Oh. I kind of want to see this through.
Okay, sure.
I'm curious.
Richter, you kind of walk out of the classroom, and you see Yue kind of turn around to make her way over to you. A little stiff. And she just kind of walks up, stops, and says, I thought what you said was really noble.
Thank you.
I just... I don't know what I'm saying.
We're still getting to know you. It'll take a bit. Actually.
Yeah. I'm a bit awkward. I didn't really get to hang out with too many people back home. Didn't have a lot of friends, so this is a whole new weird environment for me. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I'm sorry.
I think you and I are more similar.
You think?
It's definitely new and strange place for me.
How so? Where did you come from?
Honestly, not sure.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you... never mind. That'd be a personal question. I'm sorry.
No, please.
Well, if you don't know where you're from, do you have any family? Anyone?
The most I have is he will go and point to Car. Like, she's the only one. And even then, it's not much. Very
Well,
strange scenario. Yep. At some point, if you'd like to listen, meet up and I can tell you.
she kind of looks to the side, then looks back to you. And I'd actually really like that.
Sure.
And she says, "I'm sorry. I'm probably holding."
You're fine.
We should go get our school gym uniforms on. And she kind of runs back over to Darren.
Oh, you made a new friend. I'm so proud of you.
It's like UA looks to Richter. I'm like, what?
What?
I just said hello for a day. I didn't know what's happening.
No, Darren gives him a look. Darren gives him a look and like just puts a finger to his mouth.
Holds up a sign that says.
Please be her friend.
Money. Now, Richter, what did you want to do?
Wow, that is interesting.
John's got something planned.
Oh,
I have plans for my plans.
I think startup. I want to talk to.
You want to talk to who?
Roy. He interests me.
Roy. All right, Mr. Roy Zeroth. You probably still have your nose in your book, and you see Richter come up to you. You may not remember his name, but yeah. Go on.
Hey, Roy, right?
Yes. And you would
Hearing what you said got me thinking. What's your story?
I'm sorry, what you cut out?
What's your story?
Character, what? You cut out.
I didn't realize.
Cut out IRL.
Richter freezes. So where are you talking? The game's glitching.
Richter is curious about what your story is.
That's not something I quite trust you enough to reveal.
Fair enough. Makes sense.
Do you ask him anything else?
Think about it. Something about you said. Just, I'm not sure why it resonates to a sense, and I feel like I know you from somewhere, but I don't know. It's strange.
Well, I wouldn't know. I've never met you before in my life.
I know, but something just sits inside. I feel like I'm more connected. Hopefully.
Are you wanting to kiss? What is this? I'm uncomfortable.
Just curious. Then Victor will pace off and check in with Kara.
I'll go right back to you, Richter. This is a question I wanted to ask.
Sure.
Well, ever since really the first game, because I forgot all about it and I feel bad. Roy, you and Anthony met in your Origins game. I was curious to see if you two recognized each other.
Oh yeah.
Do you think Roy would have recognized Anthony?
There was a
I'm sorry to cut
chance,
you off.
but there was still, we only got on one mission together, and it was in the dark.
Yeah. Anthony, do you think you'd recognize?
I don't know.
No, that's fine. You don't have to. I just remember the game. I was like, shit. So, Richter, we'll pop right back to you.
Sure.
And then I'll go to Roy, because I remember he wanted to... Richter, you wanted to go up to Kara?
Yeah, I want to see how she's.
She kind of said, yeah, I really didn't know how to answer that question. The only things I've really talked to for about, I'd say a good 14 years of my life have been the insects in the swamp. They don't make for good conversation.
That's fair. Just wanted to see how you would do it. It's a new place for us.
Yeah. Well, I think you answered the question pretty nicely. I feel like my answer was rather generic. I think I just kind of stole what the other girl said. And looks to UA down the hall.
Edgy NPC teacher.
I love this cockroaches music gif. Thank you for posting this.
It's fine. It's a very difficult question to answer.
Well, I didn't really have anywhere else. In all honesty, I'm not really too mad about being here. It's a new environment at the very least, and I actually have real humans to talk to. Don't know how to talk to them, but hey, I have the option.
We'll figure it out.
Hope so. So, is there anything else you want to talk about with her?
No, not yet.
Okay. Mr. Zaroff,
Yes.
what did you want to do?
I wanted to approach Willow.
Okay. TJ, get your Willow ready.
Yep. Alright, just 1 second.
No, I can't
Alright,
hear.
Australians in in the house.
I needed to hear his Australian prep. You'll hear it.
It's not suitable for the kiddies.
Right, mate. Teacher, mate.
Alright, mate.
So, Angela, you're probably walking with Chloe right now. And then you see this ginger fellow with pale skin, freckles, and red eyes, I do believe, I think.
No, not yet.
Not yet. But he has a shit ton of books on him. He kind of walks up to you. Open RP. What do you want to talk with her about?
You said your name was Willow, correct?
Yeah. Name's Willow.
Well, I'm just...
Half my face is on fire.
Yeah, that's kind of what the question was.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think our laughing cut you.
Yeah, it happens.
Do you want to repeat that?
Yeah, I was, what's up with the fire?
Oh, was kind of born with it. You know, like most people with their powers are.
Well, it's certainly unique, and
Well, I'm glad you think so. Not a lot of people think it that way.
well, anyway,
So, Roy,
yes.
do you have a goal in mind? Are you attempting to weasel any information out of her? By chance?
No, not at all. I'm just
Oh,
saying out loud.
Manipulating this kind girl.
No, it's fine. You can RP. I'm just curious.
Let's
Set
see.
goal in mind.
I think Willow would look at him and be like, so what do you do?
Long story, trying to kill.
Right.
I'll say that now.
Righto.
It makes sense.
Where's the shrimp?
Sir, you're not from here at all, are you?
No, I'm not. I grew up mostly in Australia. I've only been here for about 3 months.
You haven't had much exposure to heroes except one big one in particular. The third, the world's strongest freelancing hero, the third one on that tier list, known as Warhand. He's an Australian hero, and he, that's really the only type of hero you... And,
yeah, I know who he is. I don't know any of these other blokes, though.
You don't really think he's the best influence. He's a bit violent and explodey.
Is he Grimgor?
No, I feel like Grimgor could maybe dismember. Possibly. I feel like Grimgor could dismember most things in this universe.
Yeah, that sounds alright.
So, yeah, Roy, is there anything else you want to repeat with me? It's totally free. You do you.
I mean, I'm not from here either. I only arrived in America in about 1 week ago, if that. Came from Russia.
Oh, very interesting. What's Russia like? I've never really been over in that side of the world.
News isn't too fond of them, I can tell you that. There's been a lot of tension, arguably a second Cold War.
Oh my
I heard that Krakowski fellow's been doing great things over there.
Yeah, Krakowski is he's been doing good. You know, Roy, you know Krakowski. You went on a mission with him, and he's the leader of the Soviet Union, along with you may know him as the Soviet savior, with his sidekick Communist Charles.
Who may or may not be the immortal body of Karl Marx.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I've seen him around. He's an interesting man.
That's a good way to put it.
Willow doesn't really have anything else to say to that. She's just like standing around a little awkwardly.
Yeah.
You might be able to tell that she doesn't get a lot of kind human interaction, so she's a little lost for words.
Yeah, Roy hasn't had much human interaction that didn't end in bloodshed, so...
Varese is one. There's a tally mark.
Well, I still threatened to kill a man.
That's the end of the tally mark.
Short-lived tally mark. Short-lived.
It was a good chart while it lasted for those 3 seconds. I missed that tally mark. So, it's still open RP. You can talk what you want. If that's about all, we can transition to anyone else.
I do have one question. Does the fire hurt you?
The fire, it doesn't hurt me. It occasionally stung when I was little, but I've mostly gotten used to it. It does hurt other people, though, so don't touch it.
Roy, you can touch it. It's not going to burn you. You know for a fact, because she said it's fire. You're fire resistant.
Oh shoot!
You have demonic blood. You are fire resistant.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch your shoulder.
Willow, Roy places a hand on your shoulder. You see his hand is technically on fire. He's not flinching.
She's like just stunned.
He hasn't moved a
wide-eyed,
muscle.
just, and she's just gonna like quickly pull back.
Roy, the fire dissipates. You feel nothing.
Huh.
You visually you have a couple burn marks, but they kind of. You don't feel a thing.
God,
That-
for some reason, fire really doesn't hurt me.
That didn't hurt you.
No, not at all.
Hey, John,
Yeah, what's up, Adam Price?
does Adam see this at all?
You can roll awareness. I don't think Roy's trying to hide it. Just see if
18. Nat
It needs
18.
your attention. Roy has touched the flaming lady. He is not burned alive.
Nat 18.
Touch her too.
Yeah. You
You're just gonna
notice
rover.
Alright, I'm gonna run over. Like, oh, that's cool. Touch your shoulder.
it burns like there's no tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Get the fire extinguisher. You take 4 points of damage. And you have a singed hand.
Oh, you'll look to Roy and be like, what are you made of?
Willow is going to promptly run away.
Good job, Adam.
Fucking idiot.
A real specialist, aren't you, bud?
I was like, I just
He's got away with the ladies.
And I was like, man, that'd be pretty cool. Oh, God.
Adam shot back up to be my favorite.
Oh my
Drinking
god.
seems like every
Anthony
hour.
Underground, and Adam sucker punched him.
So stupid.
That was fantastic.
Oh, this is cool.
The sad part is I was gonna say that that exact thing was gonna happen, and then it did.
Yep.
So Willow has promptly ran away.
Is she in tears?
She ran away too quick for you guys to tell, but an estimated guess might say probably.
Only half of her face is crying, the other half that you just see.
It's immediately evaporating.
Is the fire? Is the fire still on
It's
my
like
hand?
it's like
No,
the
the fire's
Minecraft effect
eventually
when somebody
put
gets
out.
hit, put in the lava.
I'm gonna
Kara.
roll a d20 for you, bud.
Oh, see if it keeps spreading.
Okay, so your clothes did not get singed, just your hand.
Kara would see that he burned. Come.
Her fire doesn't really spread, so he doesn't have to worry about that.
Kara will enlist her quirk, and you see some maggots around the.
What is that?
Better.
This is
What's
weird.
a quirk?
What's going
Heal
on?
4 points. Heal 4.
You heal 4 points as these maggots
Right back.
on your damaged hand, and they kind of go away.
I'm just gonna get up to Roy and be like, look, man, whenever you do something, don't do it in front of me. Monkey
You
see,
really
monkey
are
do.
a genius, aren't you?
I just saw you touch it. I was like, oh, cool. The fellow dude's touching the piece of fire, not really hurting her. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and do it too. You know? It made sense at the time.
Love it.
Didn't your mother teach you as a kid? No, fire hot, bad baby.
John, can I voice a passing by staff member real quick?
Mason Bell, go ahead.
Just go into the friggin' nurse, Christ!
But anyways, I'm gonna
Staff member passes by.
react to Roy's mother comment and just be like, "Oh, that's the funny thing."
Sad.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk away.
Beautiful.
Oh, he pissed off the flamey lady. I pissed off him.
The guy's words. You can hear the guy's words in your ears. Adam, remember, if you ever touch a woman and your hand gets set on fire and you're at school, immediately go to the nurse's office. This information might not help you now, but maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
That's an awfully specific set of instructions.
The dude's word that code.
I love it.
Oh yeah, but Darian looked at the scene and he's like, duly noted.
So, is there anyone else who'd like to RP something, in all honesty? Not at the moment?
Yeah. I guess Darian elaborates that he was actually curious, that like he was proud of UI for going out and trying to make friends.
Yeah. She kind of gives a little bit of a nod. It's like, yeah. I'm sweating. Are you sweating? I'm sweating. Kind of walks forward a bit.
I think it's just you. But yeah, I did mean that. No, he's this time.
She just kind of gives you a bit of a nod, a little smile, and just says thanks. You'll all eventually make your way to the dorm. She gave you a smile and.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I'll kind of go to your dorms. You all put on your gym suits. And you all eventually make your way to the sports field. Most of you kind of take the path through Washington Park to get to the sports field. You all emerge from the trees as you're greeted with sports field centers, and you see a massive track designed to measure long jumps and speed. You see tennis, basketball, and volleyball courts alike. You can see the gymnasium and water sports building already in use, as the head gym coach, Arnold, already seems to be teaching a class. Oni walks over to you all, and she kind of brings you in. You see the track, the long distance track, is all set up for you guys. And Rising Phoenix stands next to her and says,
I hope you're all ready for hell. Because I'm not going to be giving that to you, she is. As you will. And he just kind of steps aside.
And with that,
Practical
Oni gives a smirk, and we end the game there.